All right. Hello, everybody. Hopefully, this is actually going through like planned. I am joined here with my boy Tyler, also known as Inferno Reaper online.
Hello, hello, everybody.
Hey, there he is. All right. So hopefully those that have joined can let me know if the audio is working. But besides that, yeah. So what you're saying is like my room is generally clean, but there's so many little things that would be so weird to pick up on camera.
Yeah, because I have my hutch behind me and it's just full of a bunch of Mountain Dew cans and stuff, and they're
Yeah,
they're like collector's ones, so like I just have them for anything that I've
yeah,
had from before. So it's just people saw that they'd be like, "What the actual heck is wrong with this kid?"
that makes sense because in my fridge at home, currently there are still Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Mountain Dew cans that are full. Haven't even been drunk yet.
That's usually how it goes though with most people when they collect things like that.
It really is. Like I found when I was cleaning up my room when we moved into the newer house that I still had bags full of Doritos from Double XP
Oh,
things.
jeez,
Yeah,
jeez.
I think it was basically just mush at that point, but yeah, it's my own little very disturbing collection of old food.
Dude, you know what's weird?
What's that?
I totally didn't remember what the name of it was. So when I was telling Allie and everybody what it was, I was like, "Yeah, dude, it's the HCC." And they're like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Hot cocoa chats." I'm like, "I hope that's right."
Yeah. Yeah, no,
And
I
it literally was perfect.
that works. I know that worked out beautiful. I was one of the things when I was trying to decide the name for this was I was like, okay, I wanted to do hot chocolate, but that name was taken. I looked on Apple Podcasts, so I was like, not going to compete with something that's already made. And then I was like, all right, I'll change it a little bit, hot cocoa. And when I wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing anything offensive, so I Google searched for a while to like,
HCC.
yep, I searched HCC, made sure I wasn't doing any crazy like abbreviation that stands for I don't know like a racial slur or something, but I think we're okay. The most significant thing that I found is that I think it's like it was something weird like Hamilton Community College or something.
Okay, so yeah, nothing crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing crazy, but I know I got scared for a second because I didn't even contemplate the naming factor of this.
Okay, I see, I see.
Yeah, speaking of not being able to name things, I tried because I have my little sheet here of pointers of like things that other people wanted me to talk about or that I thought of, and
Mm-hmm.
apparently I don't know how to spell Nesquik. It
Nesquik, the
Nesquik, like
little
chocolate.
chocolate milk thing.
Yeah, like I tried like two or three like it was I just smacked my mic. Like it should not have been that hard for me to spell it. That's all I'm going to say. So
Been there before.
yeah, it's a real struggle. Like I was born into English. I've lived my life in English, and somehow I am probably better at other languages than I am at English. Okay, but why I was thinking of Nesquik is freaking I was in class yesterday because I started all my online classes yesterday, right? And
Yes.
there was this one girl that went to go like she reached out off of screen and came back, and I figured out later that it was actually a hydro flask that she was just getting some water. But when in the small little screen when I was trying to like figure out what she was grabbing, when she came back, it was a pure yellow hydro with like a brown lid on it. And from the little glance and bad rendering of the square, I thought she grabbed a Nesquik bottle and just started chugging. It
She just said, "Screw it, we're going for it.
yeah, exactly,
We're
right?
going places."
I got so confused for the longest time until I could finally figure out what happened.
I see, I see. Yeah,
But
no, I wouldn't blame her either, to be honest.
no,
You
I wouldn't
know,
either.
The Nesquik it's kind of tasty, not gonna lie.
It is. It's definitely better than whatever the Hershey's chocolate mix is, because
Oh
I've had that
yes,
before, and it's not
it's
as
just
good.
yeah, just pure chocolate syrup, and that's about it. It's
Yeah.
nothing crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
But speaking of that, that watermelon,
Yes, I
Mountain
was gonna
Dew,
ask you about that.
dude, it is actually good. Okay, have you ever had the watermelon Sour Patch Kids?
Yes.
It's literally just like that minus the sour taste. It's just that gummy watermelon taste, and it's actually like really damn good.
In liquid form, I'm kind of down for that, honestly. I need to find myself some.
If they have a Walmart up there, I think that's where they sell them. At least over here is where I found mine.
Is it usually like only at Walmart's?
I find most of them at Walmart's usually, most of the time.
That's fair. But interesting. I never thought of a Sour Patch gummy to be able to like turn into a drink.
I didn't either. Like when I first tried it, I was like, okay, this is either gonna be like really damn good or it's gonna be horrible beyond belief. Like it's just gonna be the worst tasting thing I've ever experienced.
Yeah, the closest thing that I've come to that is either the Mountain Dew Code Red or the Baja Blast. Because I've
Mm.
no because Baja Blast is only at Taco Bell, right?
It's a Taco Bell exclusive now,
That's
is what they say at least.
yeah, true. We don't buy into conspiracies. But yeah, because I had that a couple days ago, and Baja Blast is not bad. I don't know if it's
No,
better
it's
than the
really good.
original though.
Oh, then just the regular Mountain Dew, the lemon
Yeah.
lime, whatever they. Um, I mean, the regular lemon lime is just an iconic, just regular flavor. Like you can't beat it. It's like Coca Cola.
That's
Of
true.
course they have a couple other flavors, but the original is like the best just because it's their original.
Yeah, I guess
But
that
there
makes
are
sense.
spin-offs like different add-ons, that they do that are pretty good.
And Mountain Dew goes crackhead mode on making different flavors.
Indeed, they really do. There's this one that they sell at like exclusive gas stations. It's like some weird, like wild berry whatever one. I have
Huh.
not been able to try that yet because the nearest gas station that sells it is up in like Payson or
Oh
Prescott or something like
jeez.
that. So it's like a 2 hour drive out of my way. And I was like, yeah, I'm not that dedicated to that. I was this close to at like 2 in the morning when it first came out. I was like, I'm low key feeling a drive there. But then at the same time, I was like, I really don't feel like driving off a cliff. So
I
I'm just
mean,
gonna not.
that's fair. You know, I guess we can save our driving off cliffs for later, but that is very much a Tyler at 2 a.m. type of move, though, to friggin' drive to Payson for a Mountain Dew.
I see.
That's just my opinion, though.
Sorry, Kyle's texting me.
No, you're good. Someone said Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
Yes. Okay. So Mountain Dew Pitch Black, that was a flavor that came out at the same time that they released Baja Blast and like the bottle forms and whatnot, and they had a competition to see if Pitch Black or Baja Blast would stay. And I can't remember which one of them won, but I've never seen Pitch Black
So then
in
I
stores
guess
as of
Baja
recent.
Blast won.
Yes, but because of it, because it won, you know, it's now an exclusive and Taco Bell only. So like, I
Hmm.
don't understand. Like, I thought they would still sell it on store shelves, but I don't know. And then there's this other one. It's called Voodoo,
Voodoo.
and I hate it. Yes, Mountain Dew Voodoo. I Here. Let me see if I can. I'll send you a picture through it
Yeah,
through
send me a
Discord. I'll have to try
picture.
to find one.
But like that just it sounds like it should be a New Orleans exclusive or something.
It's Halloween exclusive,
Oh, that's interesting.
but I hate it.
Why? Like, what does it taste like? Is it like a black
It
licorice
tastes like
type of
just
thing?
pure Skittle. Like it's not any flavor of like Skittles. It's just like I don't know how to explain it. But
If you're
like
just eating the shell
when
of
you
the
eat,
Skittle?
yes, like if not the shell, but like the inside. So like each
Oh,
Skittle technically has its own flavor. It'd be like a plain Skittle. It's just really
just a
sweet, and
plain
it's just
Skittle.
a plain Skittle. Literally, it's a plain Skittle, and it is not that good in my opinion. It's just ugh,
I'm
way too
trying
sweet for me.
I'm
Not a
trying
big
to
fan.
imagine what a plain Skittle would taste like. If it was like,
Okay.
because obviously we're trying to relate it to a flavor, but if it was actually just like you could buy a plain Skittle, that would just be like chewing on tar. Like that's like saying a plain M&M is just drinking milk.
I suppose, but here, I just sent it in the chat.
All right, let's see what this looks like.
That's what it looks like.
It's
It's
see-through,
yes,
bro.
it's clear.
It
So at first I thought it was gonna be like the whiteout, that whiteout flavor.
Yeah, but it's just
That's what I thought.
translucent. It's like
It is.
it's like me basically.
The Canadian version of you.
Naked Skittle flavored carbonation.
I literally, I don't know. The one flavor that I'm really mad that they don't have is that Jesus.
Come on, you can get there. You can do it. I believe in you.
Sorry, Cop keeps texting me and I'm trying to like text and do the talks the time. Is the whiteout. That whiteout was the best flavor I've ever had. Outside of the
Huh.
original Code Red, because over the years Code Red has changed its taste. At
Oh,
least
has it?
I've thought it has.
Because I
When
remember
I
you
was
back in the
younger, it
days
was
of
like amazing.
like you'd buy a 2 liter and that was your liquid for the day.
Pretty much. I mean, I remember whenever I'd go to Dylan's house, his mom would always run to the store and she'd get like a 12 pack, and then we'd have to run back like 2 more times because we just literally just drink a shit ton of that while we were just vibing. We were like creating stuff through the 3D printer or
Yeah.
doing other things like that. And I remember Dylan's big thing back in the day was doing the what's that castle game? Not castle, the roller coaster game.
Oh, yeah.
Something
It
theme
was
park, adventure theme park or something like that.
no, it was No Limits.
No limits. Okay.
Yeah, No
That
Limits 2, I'm pretty sure is the one that he always played.
Yeah, it was that thing that they had, and we would just sit there all day, just drinking that, and then we'd be up till like 1 or 2 in the morning. Just don't know why, but he had the most comfy chairs. I think you remember that
No,
in his
I
like
agree.
gaming room. Those office chairs were so damn comfy, like too comfy, bro.
Yeah, I know. The amount of times I've like half passed out in those chairs. There's no reason for
There's
them
a
to
lot
be
of
as
crazy
comfy.
stories with that
Oh,
house.
very. Like when I got
Dylan is an interesting kid himself.
yeah. That
Um, what's it? What am I thinking of?
I don't know. What are you
Um,
thinking of?
Oh, so you remember that video I sent you of whoever he was using Zdeno Chara's stick?
Oh yeah, that was really funny. A short man using a tall man's
Yeah.
stick.
And it's funny we use short. He's like 6'5", and he's using Zdeno Chara, who's 7'1", and he's using his stick,
Jeez.
his hockey stick. And it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I know it. Like for a very large man, he still looks small compared to that hockey stick.
Yes. Like it looked like a peewee using a like what's the adult size? I guess it's a
Intermediate
senior. It'd be
or
senior,
senior? Yeah.
right? Yeah, it'd be a senior size stick. So it's like watching a 5-year-old holding a senior size stick.
Yep.
It was crazy. I was like, bro, I didn't even know that they actually would make, because it's a custom.
Yeah, it has to be,
And
right?
was just
I
like,
imagine all of his gear is custom.
yeah, it's like 100 in, I think it's 102 or even more flex.
Jeez.
102
It,
flex.
it said
warrior
150
stick. It's 150?
on in the link of the video here. I'll pull it back up. I'm pretty sure it said 150 flex.
Okay,
Which
so then it's definitely a lot more.
for frame of reference, I think I used a 75 last season.
Yes, my last stick I used was a 70 to a 75, but then beforehand I always used a 85.
Yeah. Yeah, usually for us 18-year-olds, like that age group, U18, like 85 is typical. And yeah, I just
Yes.
pulled it back up and it's saying try out Big Z's 150 flex stick.
Dude, that'd
Jeez.
be like pure rebar. That's like using a thing of rebar and then putting like a hockey stick blade on the end of it, and that's your stick. Like,
Yeah, and somehow he flexes that.
yeah.
I can't even
I
flex
don't
my 70
understand.
flex.
Oh, jeez Louise. But what else is there? Oh, the zombies map. Have you seen that?
Oh, the teaser for it?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. And
It looks exactly like that Black Ops 1 map. I said it earlier. It's oh, what is it called?
I don't know, Shangri-La or Shinonuma.
No, it's not like in Zombies. It's a multiplayer map. Summit. It looks like the
Oh,
Black Ops
Summit.
1 snow map Summit. They also had it in Black Ops 4. It looks just like that.
Interesting.
Have you
I
not seen the picture of it?
No, I did. I paid less
Okay.
attention to that, and I was more of listening to the video and explaining how it's signed R, so everyone's thinking it's Richthofen.
I didn't even know there was a video that was out. I just remember I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw Call of Duty's like thing,
Oh yeah.
and it was just that. So I was like, okay, saw it and I was like, wait, that's a zombies map? I thought that was like hinting at another map coming to multiplayer
It
like
did look
mid-season
like that.
update. So,
But yeah, the
I was like,
writing that
kind
was
of
on the
weird how it's the
picture.
red though. Yeah, how it's red like that, how it's like blood stained red. And I was like,
Yes.
that's weird because why would it be a multiplayer map when it's doing that? And I was like, oh shit, it says zombies right there. And I was like, damn. I was like, okay, this got me hyped up because zombies originally wasn't supposed to get any update besides the new
Cranked.
game mode that they're adding in. Cranked.
Which did you hear about Cranked? Because there's been leaked information. Oh my,
ASMR.
that was that was
The
so
Watermelon
crisp.
Dew opening.
It's incredible.
Dude,
But
these Yetis pick up a lot of like
they do.
amazing sound.
Um,
But no, you're saying.
yeah. So the wow, words are hard. What was I just talking
Cranked
about?
game mode.
Cranked. That's it. So people actually got their hands on it early, and the information that we know, you can't even go to the dark ether. Like, there's no Easter eggs or anything. Pack-a-Punch is built from the start. You don't have to like travel to build and stuff. It's just there. And
And doors, you still have to buy, I'm guessing.
yeah, besides
Okay.
that, doors and everything still work the same. Mystery boxes there. But what's interesting about the game mode is that yes, it's still a time limit to get another kill, but
Mm-hmm.
but what is interesting is that there's not a universal clock. Each player has their own clock,
Okay,
which
so
is
basically like Cranked from Modern Warfare, where
yeah,
it's like for each kill you get, you only have like not 6 seconds, but like 10 seconds to get
it
a
was
next
30.
kill, and then it just 30 seconds. Okay, and then it just keeps like doubling from there on and on and on.
Yeah, and we all thought that it would be a universal timer for the team, but it's actually
Mm-hmm.
individual. So that gives me great ideas to try to screw over other people. If we ever play, I'm gonna go and like end your horde so that you don't get kills and try to kill you.
So basically, when that game mode comes out, don't play with Gavin. That's what I'm getting. All
Yeah,
right,
basically.
awesome. That's the gist I'm getting
Because
from it.
even more so is that they noticed that they changed how the zombie movement is, so they're slower. So you have to like scatter to find scatter to find zombies more, and
Which would low-key be good for camo challenges if you're trying to get those headshots at a
it
longer,
would.
like, distance in the game. If you don't die by obviously not killing enough,
Yeah, and
that would be a decent.
which the hard part about that is that apparently every 3 rounds the timer goes down. So like basically
Oh, jeez.
by round like 9 or something, you're down to like 12 seconds
Oh,
between
God.
between kills. Yeah, and it's not like round based. Like there's still rounds, but it's continuous spawning. There's not that little buffer room. So yeah, speculation that it could be good for camera grind because there's a constant flow of zombies. But
Yeah, and it's
either
not like that pause and
but the
everything you're
fact that
saying.
the timer keeps getting smaller and it's individual timers, like, ooh, it's gonna get competitive as hell.
Yes, indeed it will. It really will get competitive. And not only that, but I feel like people are just gonna like get pissed off because there's gonna be, I guarantee
Yep.
you, in typical Treyarch and Call of Duty fashion, there will be some bug in the game that either it won't register hits or
Yep.
you can just like abuse it and get an infinite time. So it's like the ultimate camo grind.
Yeah. I'm sure
I don't
sure
know.
there's gonna be
I feel like
exploits.
there's gonna be something like that because I don't even know how people found half the exploits for, I mean, the gun one, where it's like you just re-roll the attachments and then it
Oh
drops a
yeah.
gun for a second. Everyone's picking up. I don't understand how people just find that. Like,
Yeah, like
do
who's
they just sit
standing
there?
next to their buddy just spamming X?
Yeah, exactly. Like, but someone will find it. There will be something that nobody will think of, but some little nerd who's sitting in his room 24/7 just waiting for this exact
Hey,
moment
I have a
unlocks, he's
name.
gonna find it. I'm not saying you don't sit there in a corner and go like rat mode and figure out every exploit in the game, except for the one with the megatons. That was very interesting.
Even though that one I just watched in a video, went and tested it out, and then I texted you like, "Hey, this works." So, if the rat sitting in my room trying to find it is constitutes watching a short 10-minute YouTube video, then sure.
Okay, I see. I see. Do you have another topic that we could talk about?
I do. I had someone that wanted me to ask, what's the best Pop Tart flavor?
Best Pop Tart flavor.
Yeah,
Ooh,
because I'm ready to get frisky with this because there are correct and wrong answers.
there's two.
Okay, I'm listening.
I like the cinnamon. Cinnamon is really good.
Okay.
That's another one. But then that like raspberry one, or whatever it is, I can't remember the exact name of it. But there's like the one that's like the white frosting on top and has like the sprinkles,
Yeah.
and then there's the one that has like the blue and red stripe.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Those two are like, mm, you if younger version of me as a kid, I'd sit there watching SpongeBob, chowing down on those things all day, and I used to have my strawberry milk, bro. With
Ooh,
that,
you're a
that
strawberry
is
milk kind of guy.
I was a strawberry milk kind of guy. Now I can't. I can't. I hate the taste of it, and I haven't had it in forever, so I might not anymore. But I just
Hmm.
remember 4 years ago I tried it, and I was like, I don't know how the hell I could drink this every day. I was like,
Yeah,
no way.
I don't understand either. But okay, so I'm not sure about the cinnamon. I've never had the cinnamon. But you are correct with the strawberry. That is
Yes.
a good flavor. Basically, any of the fruit flavors I like, because there's strawberry, there's a raspberry and a blueberry. I think those are like the three main fruit flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those ones, those are the top. Those are the S tier of Pop Tart flavors. If anyone
I'm sorry. I
says,
was about to make a really bad joke
"Oh,
about when you said you like the fruit ones. I was gonna say you're fruity, dude. But I was holding back. I was like, I don't know if I should say it or not. I was like, I don't know. I might have to say it. I might have to.
um, right on," but um, if anyone says that the one of the chocolate flavors are the best, then that is the wrong answer. You can have opinions on other ones, but especially the s'mores one. The s'mores one is the worst flavor, and I will fight someone on that. I've had one person say it's the best, and they are dead to me now.
It's not the best. It's okay, but it's not like, better than like the strawberry, the raspberry, or any of those other ones. The s'mores is like it's okay. I mean, regular s'mores of course is gonna be better because it's a s'more, bro.
Yeah,
But the
because
other
like it's
ones, it's
the
just
the Pop Tarts don't even taste like a s'more. I don't even know.
yeah.
Okay, you know a lot of people that like the s'mores. Well, all those
They
people
should be
are
dead to you.
yeah, you are not allowed to associate with those people anymore. I'm sorry. It's just the facts of nature. There was a right and wrong answer for this question. But the Pop Tart or the Pop Tart version of s'mores doesn't even taste like s'mores. It just tastes like trash. And like I've
What
had
are you
it.
thinking, Jalen? I know you're in the chat. I think.
Yeah, I can't
What do
have an
you think?
opinion
What's
on
your
this,
favorite
but I
flavor?
feel like that is a classic. The s'mores is a classic, which is the worst part about it is that they decide to keep that flavor for this long, even though it's absolute dog. But
Okay, it's not that bad.
I
The
mean,
chocolate's
every
worse than
every
that.
time I've had one of the chocolate flavored Pop Tarts, whether it be like some sort of chocolate one or s'mores, I have like almost thrown up every time. I've been on the edge. I've like
Haven't they come
sat
out
in
with
my
a hot cocoa
chair.
one?
Have they? Okay, I'm going to do research now,
I don't
but
know. I thought at some point I might have seen one, but I'm not sure. I mean, it'd be surprising if they didn't come out with one.
hot cocoa
That's
Pop
for
Tarts.
sure.
Let's see. Um, there is there's a marshmallow hot cocoa limited time flavor. I don't know when
Oh
it
yeah,
came out.
see? I did see it. I did see at some point. I remember when I was younger, I was like, I swore I
Oh, that
saw
looks
one.
disgusting, and I'm sure it tastes
They
bad
have a
too.
hot fudge sundae?
They have a lot of weird flavors. They have a frosted chocolate chip cookie dough.
Huh.
That's interesting. But I don't know. I feel like just all the Pop Tarts are so much better when they're fruit ones. But that actually makes me think of something. Do you have your Pop Tarts raw or toasted?
I usually eat mine raw, but toasted, they're really nice.
Okay, because I know a lot of people that swear by you have to eat it toasted. If not, then you can't eat a Pop Tart. But for
No,
me,
like if you're like me and you're rushing out the door to go to school,
yeah.
you ain't got time to toast that boy. You gotta just grab it and eat it and go.
Or
And
for
that's how
me,
I always did mine.
the first time and basically the only times I've ever eaten Pop Tarts are when I'm on hockey tournaments. And like, sorry, on our bus, we typically don't have a toaster plugged in somewhere that we can make Pop Tarts
Dude,
with. You
it was
you get a
Slim Jim for
packet.
us.
You had
You'd
Slim
get those
Jims.
like you'd get those boxes of like the mini Slim Jims,
Oh
and
my,
you'd have like the mix of flavors. It'd be that. Oh, there are a bunch of different things. Oh my god, that just gave me a
just
flashback. Oh my.
just a bunch of grown boys guzzling down some nice thin glizzies.
I remember because someone was like, "What should we get for snacks?" And nobody were like, "I don't know, grab whatever you see." So the bus stopped off at like a gas station in the middle of somewhere, you know, on the border between Arizona and California,
Yeah,
and it was like some sketchy place. We are like, "Okay,
sounds
whatever,"
like Yuma.
I, basically, or Mesa. I know Mesa's nowhere
Phoenix.
near, but basically that sketch. But it's just like a bunch of like rich kids on this giant like bus getting off in this like really sketchy place in California, and then it's like okay, and you just see three of them go into the store. They come out with this giant bag, Gatorades, couple sodas or whatnot, and then there were like two different Mexican candies, and there was like Slim Jims, and then I can't remember. There were a few other things that were like really damn good. Oh, Lifesavers, and
Oh yeah.
Starburst.
Okay.
Those
Yeah,
those
because
are
candy is how you get through hockey trips, honestly.
pretty much
Yeah, so the
that and
staples
energy
for
drinks.
yeah, that's for sure. I had somebody on my team last year. Her name was Reese. She was the only girl on our team, and her brother are like, I think she's the small one at 6'3", and her brother's like
Oh,
6'6" or
jeez.
something. Yeah, no, I had to look up to both of these people. But Reese would get on the bus for a tournament, and we would have a single game that day. We'll just be going to one game. We'll get on the bus and we'll look over, and she has one of those 4 cases of monster drinks. And she would have all of those before the game. She might save one of them for after the game, but she would
Jeez,
have at
dude.
least like 3 monsters before the game.
How did she not like croak over and die from
I don't even know if she was affected
that
by
much
them.
caffeine? Was she still dogging it out there? Like,
Yeah, no, she was fine. It was, I don't know, it was bizarre. And she turned into like the monster dealer of her team. And
I love the
but
sound of it. She turned into the monster dealer.
yes.
It's just somewhere on that bus is just like 4 hidden cases of monsters still.
Haha, where are they? A team next year is going to find the case.
Pretty, yeah, there's just gonna be
An
somewhere
ancient
underneath the
relic from
seat
our past.
from Mission Hockey.
Yeah, no, cuz like she would like people would basically be in line to ask her for a monster. It was yeah.
Gee. Well, I mean, she made some decent moolah off it.
No, I don't think she would just give
Oh,
them.
so she came out for free. Okay,
Yeah.
so then that's even better.
But only sometimes. Like obviously she wouldn't always give her stash away, but yeah,
Yeah,
it that
the
that's
occasional fee.
the same style as someone I was really close with in high school, because we were walking between classes one day, and she had her hydro with her, and she made the comments like, "Oh, I'm out." I'm like, "There's like places you could fill it up, you know?" And she was like, "No, it's not water." And I was really expecting her, especially with my school, my pretty rich school.
Saying it's alcohol or whatever.
Yeah, I was half expecting alcohol, but no, she was like, "I fill this up in the morning with Monster." And
I used to do
it
mine
wasn't
with soda and like Gatorade and like different things like that.
but that's
It was a
that's
rare
so
occasion
much
if it was water.
that's so much different than than an energy drink though. Like
Yeah,
putting Gatorade into a hydro is like, okay, whatever, you're an athlete. But this person
but Monster,
would
like
fill it with Monster, and it was like it's like the size I have, which is what, like a 32 ounce or something. Yeah,
yeah, one of
32
those
ounce.
mega ones.
Yeah, and it would be filled, and then when we were talking about this, it wasn't even like after school. It was during school. But it was like sixth hour or something. We had, or because we had 7 hours, I think. Wait, what did we? I don't know. Either way, it was before the last class when we were walking, and I was like, how how do you manage that? Like that's not healthy. And they just turned to me and they're like, I mean, I drink this and I don't even get energy from it. I'm like,
Go to a doctor.
I was like,
Go to a doctor, bro. Your heart's gonna explode. Like,
their heart's at like 1 beat a minute right now because they're off of it.
jeez, dude.
I know it
Their heart's
was.
at like 1,000 beats per minute. It's just so fast, and they're not getting that adrenaline. They're just like, yeah, I'm not really feeling the effects, and they're like shaking beyond belief.
Yeah, I know, right? They're
They can
just
barely walk.
they're in class. The teacher calls in the person. They're just sitting there, she's like, oh, like they're just shivering.
But there
It's
was a
like,
girl
yeah,
that was at Mountain Ridge. I can't remember what her grade was, but it was my sophomore year. No, freshman year. It was freshman year. And I think she was a junior or senior. And, hydros were like a big thing around then.
yeah. They got really
And,
big when we were in school.
and we were in Spanish class. And, I remember I looked over and she was acting like a little funny. And so our teacher came over and she goes, "You didn't, did you?" And she was like, "Why?" Like giggling. There was vodka inside her hydro. And she
Oh
goes,
my.
"You're such an idiot." She goes, "Get out of my classroom." She goes, "Vanessa, go take her down to the nurse's office to get her evaluated." And I remember she was drunk off her ass. And of course, she didn't like afterwards. She was like, "Okay, you know what? Since she knew the girl, she was like, before you actually go, you know, have her sit here and have her mom come pick her up. I'll text her what's going on, this and that, and then
Yeah.
that'll be that." She didn't want her to get like suspended on something like that. And I was like,
I mean, that's
okay,
nice.
that's like the craziest like turn up of events. I was like, bro, let's go. We're gonna have something going down. And it's like, oh, never mind. I'm gonna sit here with this drunk chick for like 10 more minutes. Hopefully,
That's
she'll
like,
throw up
yeah,
everywhere.
that's like two people like lining up to squaring up to fight as crowd circles.
They're gonna
They
shake hands.
both, yeah, they both go for a punch and then just do rock paper scissors, like.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
But still, like, who? I don't understand. What hour in the day was that? Was that in the morning?
That was second hour. It was
Second
second
hour.
hour.
She was already like not there.
Like Slizzard, she was beyond this world. She was like going to the dark aether, bro. She was not here. It was only second hour, so it was probably like eight
Who?
something, maybe 9 o'clock.
Who
No,
does
it had to be
that?
eight something. It'd be eight something in the morning, and she was already just slizzard off her ass. And the worst part is there was still about half left in the bottle in the hydro. There was about half,
So,
and I was like, bro.
what would have happened if she was allowed to drink the rest of it? If she wasn't caught? Imagine her by
Oh,
lunchtime.
she'd be out.
She would
She would have been
she
so
would have been on the
intoxicated, throwing
table
up.
putting on a show, like it would be
No,
basically a
she was already
strip
at that
club.
stage. She was putting on a show, but
Oh, okay,
she
fair.
started to like kind of get sick from it. So that's why she
Oh,
was like, because when she came in, she was all like crackheadish, and I'm like, okay, that's a little. I mean, she's like kind of like that, where she's off the walls, bouncing with energy.
yeah.
But
I wonder why.
then out of nowhere, yeah, and then out of nowhere, she was like that a little bit when she came in, but it was like a little weird. You know how like when someone's drinking, you can have like the alcohol smell, and
Yeah,
it sounded
it
like that.
radiates like a smoker.
Yes, it smelled just like that. I just noticed I said sounded. No, it smelled like that. But I wasn't 100% sure if it was the hand sanitizer because they smelled similar. It was
Oh,
like that straight
I
alcohol hand
hate that
sanitizer.
hand sanitizer.
So I was like, okay, I don't think it's that because it's a little bit more potent than hand
Yeah.
sanitizer. But I was like, I don't think she's that dumb. Like, come on now.
Joke's on
Like she's
you.
friends with the teachers, the mom and them are all friends, da da da. And her mom was apparently like an admin at the Deer Valley School District. So I was like, okay,
Oh, that's even
this is
worse.
yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Haha,
And
scandal.
that's a story for another time. I have another one I can say after this one
Oh,
with something like
jeez.
that.
Okay,
But
but okay. I have two things that came from that. So um, one is that hand sanitizer. I know exactly what you're talking about. Turns out when I bought my hand sanitizer to bring up here, it is that smell, and so I like can't use it anymore.
oh no,
I'm not messing with that. And then secondly,
forget about that.
yeah, exactly. The worst part is I already refilled my portable bottle, and so I'm like, well, guess I'm chucking it. Um and also we used to have at work when COVID first started, we had to use that on whenever we walked in the door, and so the rest, like, I swear that lasted the entire shift. That smell, it was so bad.
I hate it, bro. We
But
had that exact stuff at Target, and it was like the worst
oh,
stuff ever.
like, I'm sure it does
Like I would know
wonders.
exactly what stations had it and what stations didn't. So I would deliberately not go to those stations if I ever had to use hand sanitizer. And I was like, worst case scenario being that the other ones were out, I would just go wash my hands. I'd just be like, okay,
Yeah, exactly
obviously
right.
before I eat, you wash your hands. But sometimes whenever you get done, like undoing the boxes, before I had actually gotten gloves and whatnot, and I was just like, okay, I'll just do a little hand sanitizer just so that it's like if I need to like deal with a customer, my hands aren't like all black and dirty and this and that. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'll just do a little something to just clean up a tiny bit.
Give a little
And
some. But no, that's what we used to do. Is we would go. The manager would make us do it. We would walk around the corner, and there was a sink right there, and so you'll just wash it off. But
yeah,
obviously not wash off the hand sanitizer. We would wash our hands so they're still clean. Don't want people getting the
no, we
wrong
all know what the
idea.
hell you did, Gavin. We all know what you did.
Yeah, no, especially in a food industry, just no. Not putting that on
Yeah,
record.
what do you think? I don't go to that In and Out.
Yeah, exactly.
Poison my burger, bro.
Oh no, come on, it's just spit of love. But
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, in that
um
case,
but when you talked about the fact that she like walked in with crackhead energy, when in my sophomore year when I was in geometry, so math class of all places, I was sitting beside these two girls who were just like gossiping, talking. Obviously, they weren't the kind that actually cared about school. They just went there because they had to. And
yeah.
I don't remember the whole thing anymore, unfortunately. But the main gist of it was that she was talking about how she thinks she's pregnant and like all the signs and stuff, and how because she was at a party and talked about this like abusive
Oh my
boyfriend or
god.
friend that she was with that knocked her up, and she was talking about it, and also that was amidst her making comments about, or actually no, she wasn't just making comments, she was quite literally punching her stomach, and sometimes because that's just the kind of person she was. But the
What
comment
the?
that she made is that she was like, yeah, in when we were having sex, I was on coke, so I'm literally having a crack
What the?
baby.
Whoa, whoa. This went from like, okay, you're in a bad situation to just off the walls bad situation. Like this
Yeah,
is shit literally hitting the fan. Like this is it went from just a slight like, okay, you know what, you're in some deep shit. But now you got a fucking crack baby in you.
yeah,
Like, bro,
literally
you're
a
done
crack
for.
baby
You're
that
done
she was
for.
just punching in class.
I was gonna say, so if she actually did and she was punching it, now it's gonna come out deformed, but now it's gonna have all these like different disabilities because its mom was on crack.
Yeah, exactly. And
I
she started
um
talking about that, and I'm sure she talked about whatever abortion and all that stuff, but it's like she literally, and it was in the middle of class during a work section. It wasn't when he was teaching and it was loud. It was when we were doing independent work. And I was just sitting there listening. At one point they noticed I heard, and she just turned and was like, "Oh, sorry." And then just kept talking.
like that's gonna do anything. Like I already just heard your life story and you're just like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, no, keep it going. I want to hear the rest of this shit. Now I'm already invested, bro.
I don't know if I
I got
did a
my damn
single problem
textbook
on
out
that
already for the
worksheet.
papers.
I didn't do a single problem
Like,
on that worksheet. I just
jeez.
sat there and listened to this because it was such a train wreck of a conversation. Because like she went deep. She started talking about her like family life and how like she basically doesn't have a home and stuff. And I was like, what am I listening to? And her friend is just sitting there being all supportive, shaking her head up and down. And I'm like, and I'm just sitting here. I'm like, you had a crack baby. Keep in mind, this was
You come
sophomore.
up with a textbook.
This
You
was
smack up to the head. What the fuck is you doing,
yeah,
bro?
and also she was sitting there. I remember that she had overalls on because in the front pouch
Oh
pocket of her overall she kept her jewel, and she like pulled it out sometimes.
oh
And I'm like,
my
that's such
god,
an
dude.
obvious place to keep a jewel as well because you could see the outline. But and yeah, and so all of that, and then this was sophomore year. So how old are you in sophomore year? That's like that's what 15, 16.
16.
And
Yeah,
like
15 to 16 years old.
15, 16 years old, and she was talking about like going to raves and having a crack baby. I was like
Little does she
why?
know that she's 6 feet under now. Like,
Oh, I would
I
be surprised if she
guarantee
made out
she's
of high
not.
school.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet she's not living with us anymore.
Oh,
I was
hell
like,
no.
that is just.
Because also, don't you
Well, that's
at
the top story of the night right there. Jeez.
at 16 years old, can't you leave high school legally, or is it 18?
18 is when you legally can leave, but 16,
You can
um, I believe is with parents' permission.
then you can drop out of school.
I mean, you could drop out of school at any age
Okay, but it's
besides
illegal if you're
obviously
under 16
elementary.
or something.
Well, with parents' permission, obviously. Like if your parents like,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna homeschool them, or I don't think that this is the path I want them on anymore, which
Yeah.
I don't think any reasonable person that's a parent would do. But
But
if
the
they're like, I
parents
just
from
don't
this
want my kid
family,
on that
maybe.
path, this one they should have went like 4, 10, 15 years back and should have just opted this one as it was coming out the womb, spawn camp
They
that
should have
hoe.
been the one punching their stomach.
Yes, literally spawn camp that motherfucker. It literally comes out in the trash, in the trash.
Once
360 no scope. I don't care. Kobe, whatever the hell you want to do. That thing is not going home with you. Hands
where's the
down.
control Z button? Undo, 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 undo.
Control Z.
It's no, at that point you just need to control alt delete and just hit enter.
I
Just
say just throw the whole computer away if that's the case. You know, just everything that's there, just throw it away. Forget
throw
about
some
it. You know,
voodoo
bury
Mountain
it.
Dew on it.
Ye- Yeah, I'm staring at the voodoo picture right now.
Oh, why would you do that to yourself?
Because I'm over on the left-hand side, I can see where like our voices are popping up, so I can see who's talking and what my mic's
Yeah,
picking up and not.
yeah,
And so
fair.
while that's there, there's just the voodoo that's just staring back at me. I'm like, damn, damn,
Just so you never forget.
that horrible flavor that should never have been a flavor, but still comes out. Yep,
Yet you still had it.
still had it,
He still
and
gave
still
the money
regret
for
buying
it.
it.
Um,
Unfortunately,
but yeah, if we're gonna stay on the, oh right, no, you said you had another story.
yes,
All right, let's
it
hear
was
this.
6th grade,
Oh, jeez,
and
we're going back. I wasn't even in
yes,
this
definitely
country
we're
yet.
going like I didn't even think this was, you know, in anybody's mindset
Okay.
at this age. But do you know a chick? Her name is I think Peyton Jurgensen.
Oh yeah, I know that name.
She used to be a goody goody because her mom was
Oh,
I think it was one of the math teachers for I think it was either 3rd grade or 4th grade, and then I think
interesting.
she moved. Yeah, she was like in between there, and I believe her mom then moved up to one of the teachers for 6th grade. I don't remember what the exact thing was, but I remember that her mom was one of those math teachers that did that because
Okay.
one of the teachers that year left, and she had to substitute between doing that class and then doing obviously the 4th graders at a different time.
Okay, makes
But
sense.
so basically everyone on campus knew her. All the teachers knew her because her mom obviously worked there, and she was held in higher like regard. She was really high up there and very smart, by the way, very very smart.
Oh, okay. Very
Well,
smart.
she started hanging around the wrong crowd 6th grade year, and her mom. Have you ever seen those stores? They're like the small. Well, these ones are small. There's like decent size, but they're the alcohols that are like in chocolate, and the inside when you bite the cap off. Oh no,
Oh,
these weren't that ones. So all it was is, it was a regular small like alcohol bottle, but the top lid was chocolate.
Oh, interesting.
and she had four of those in her bag because she was gonna give them to the kids or whatnot, the other two kids,
What?
and they were gonna like do it at lunch. But the math teacher that was there, because there's two separate ones in that grade,
Yeah.
she had obviously the other one because legally she couldn't have the daughter or whatnot for some weird thing at that school. But so the dude had it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, bring out your textbooks, turn to page whatever." Well, he was walking past her, and was just like, "Okay, just gonna check whatever." And as she was pulling it out, she opened up, and inside her backpack were the four bottles of the
Oh
alcohol.
no.
So immediately he's like, "Hand me your bag."
Oh,
And so we're all in class sitting there like, "What the hell's going on? Why is he freaking
oh, so
out?"
you were in this class
Literally,
when this
we
happened.
were in the class. Yes, we were in the
Oh,
class, and
jeez.
we had no clue what happened. But basically, all I know is the principal came up, assistant principal, all of the security that was on campus at the time, like the hall
FBI
monitors and
open up.
whatnot, came up. They pulled the mom out of the class and put a different teacher in there to watch. So we're all sitting there like, what the actual hell is going on? And
Yeah.
there she is sitting there crying with the other two, three boys that she was supposed to be like doing the thing with. And the mom's like scolding her in front of everybody. And I was like, dude, me not knowing what it was at the time,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
that's
I,
true.
I don't know what the big deal was, but someone goes, "That's alcohol, bro." I was like, "What's that?" She goes, "It messes you up." And I was like,
Okay,
"What?"
in grade 6 I knew what alcohol was.
I I didn't know what that was, so I was like, "What?" Like like alcohol is in like the alcohol like for
Okay.
drinking, or
Okay.
alcohol is in like for cuts. Like you put like the alcohol,
That's
like
fair. That's
hydrogen
fair.
peroxide type stuff. So I was like, alcohol, like what do you mean? And so she's like, it's stuff that gets you messed up. And I was like, dude, no fucking way. I was like, this girl having that, I'm like, you would have never seen it coming. She was like the typical A student, like
Huh.
all A's. Literally made honor roll every year. She was
Jeez,
the
dude.
principal choice for students. And then from that point on, she literally in middle school was like a D and F student
Wow.
that fast. Like it was literally after that year, it was just like that. But apparently now she's going to ASU somehow. I don't know how, but
I mean, all you need, like, wait, you need a 3.0 and then you're immediately let in?
I guess so. I had a 3 point
That's,
something, and I had scholarships from NAU and ASU for hockey, but I didn't want to play anymore. I regret that now.
yeah.
But I'm obviously not in the best shape to continue hockey. So
Yeah, fair. I feel that. But that is
but yeah,
whack. How fast they fall, right? Like,
dude, and it was just crazy because I would have never have expected that from her. It was
yeah.
just like really catching you off guard. I was like, my god.
Yeah, no, that's so weird. And
Yeah, that's that story.
yeah, I in freshman year, it's I don't know if it's as dramatic as yours, but for those wondering what where my school is at, because obviously I just talked about someone doing coke in sophomore year. So we were a much richer we were the richer school of my area, and freshman year I was why is everything in math class? So I was sitting in math.
Math class is where shit goes down. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
I mean, I guess it
I'm
makes sense
telling you
because
now.
people are talking because nobody actually likes math. So
Yeah.
I
Unless your
was,
name is Allie, then she loves math.
yeah, uh,
Still love you, Allie. Please don't kill me.
I'm still not talking to her. So, um, but I was sitting in math class, and these two like, more popular douchey guys were sitting behind me. Actually, one of them wasn't douchey. One of them I kind of liked and actually talked to me a couple times over the course of high school. But um, they were sitting behind me just talking or whatever, and they start talking about cars, and I was like, all right, whatever. And I didn't listen to much of the conversation, but the one part that I heard is the dude said, like, yeah, I don't know if I really want a Corvette for my first car or not. And I was like, I was blown away. I was sitting there, and I learned later down the road that apparently his parents own like strip clubs or something.
Oh my god, dude.
Like, I I just don't
Well, then
come.
they're making bank.
Which makes sense why they can offer their kid like a
A
Corvette as a
Corvette is
first
their
car.
first car.
But which yeah, like I just it blew me away. And that math teacher, He left after that year, and I don't know where he ended up. He was an interesting dude. He had like tattoo sleeves that he covered up with a
Oh,
long sleeve dress
jeez.
shirt. Yeah, I don't know where he ended up,
Dude,
but
I've noticed like a good chunk of the freshman teachers, at least at Mountain Ridge, they're not there anymore. Like my freshman year, they're like gone.
hmm,
So I
that's
don't know. It's weird.
yeah. I think most of mine are still there. It's yeah. I don't know. I know a lot of the good ones were dropping out, but and because of COVID, I don't know who's there anymore.
Oh yeah, true, true. But I do remember there was one person in particular that I didn't like the most, and it was freshman year as teachers, of course. And oh, I can't remember her name, Mrs. Daly.
Okay.
That was her name, but we called her Bird Lady because she had like this giant nose. It was like a bird beak, and her hair looked like a bird's nest. So we would always call her Bird Lady, but I just remember she was like one of the more stricter teachers to like certain kids, and then others she was like, oh yeah, laid back, whatever with. And I remember she would hoot and holler about how great her son was because he was on the varsity football team. And I was like, at the
Oh,
time, the varsity football team was dog shit. I mean,
yeah.
still is,
Both of
but
our
they're just
schools, we
dog
don't have
shit.
good teams.
Exactly. And she was like, oh my God, he's the captain of the team. He's gonna be what is the prom king and queen or whatever,
Oh yeah, the
and this and that.
the royalty.
And so he came in the day after, obviously that Monday for like prom and whatnot with his like thing on and the football jersey, and they were all like talking and this and that, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
sure.
She's like, oh my God, guys, this is my son. Da, da, da. And I was like, Bird Lady, shut the fuck up. Can you teach me more about the human anatomy so I can go home? I don't want to be here no more. It
Human
was literally
anatomy from
first
the bird
hour.
lady. You're saying as if you don't want to get in that nest.
Nobody would. If Jalen had her, Jalen can clarify in the chat. Nobody wants Bird Lady. She is cray cray.
Bird lady
Nobody
sounds
would go
fun.
for it. Bird Lady is not fun. Bird Lady will kill you. She's a mental, burden on everybody. Nobody
Haha,
wants
a
Bird Lady.
burden.
Oh Jesus, shut the fuck up.
Hey, you were the one that said
Shut
it.
up. Shut up. We're not going there anymore. Bird Lady's out of conversation. She's gone.
I mean, if if this is where her nest is, she'll circle back. She's got to feed her young. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Next question. Someone in the chat, put up a next question, please. I'm off this topic now. I'm done. I'm
Why?
done. We're not talking about bird ladies, bro.
Bro.
But no, I just, I think you saw it not too long ago. I just added in two more perks to my, I think it was a month ago. I added in two more perks to my perk bottle collection that I made.
Oh, what'd you add?
I added in Meal Kick and I believe, oh, Vulturade and Meal Kick.
Oh, okay. So then what do you have?
I have, let me actually
I'm
do this.
assuming you
So
have
I
the
have
original
Double
four.
Tap 2. Yes, I have Double Tap 2. I've got Juggernog, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Double Tap, Electric Cherry, Stamina Up, PhD Flopper, Who's Who, and then I have Vulturade and the Meal Kick.
Okay, so then the only ones that you're missing are Widow's Wine and Elemental Pop.
Yeah. Well, Elemental Pop I'm not really considering because it's like, oh, and Deadshot. If that's the case, then I'm missing Deadshot, Daiquiri
Oh, I didn't
too,
even think
and
about that.
Tombstone.
And had Tombstone. It's Tombstone.
Well, literally, I saw on New Year's that they sent out a post saying they're adding in Tombstone. I'm like, why? Add in Double Tap. Everybody freaking loves Double Tap. Who wants Tombstone?
Sorry,
Who buys Tombstone?
just give me a second, real fast. No
Oh, jeez.
revival.
No.
All right, there we go. We're back.
Oh damn! I was about to go ASMR mode on the stream.
That it's the greatest perk jingle ever. I swear.
I like Deadshot Daiquiri. Quick Revive's not a bad one. Speed Cola. That is, mm,
Really, you like
mm.
that one?
I love speed colas. Speed cola is the
Okay,
all-time favorite for me.
but don't forget the original ones also have a second variation for when they redid it in Black Ops 3. So original Speed Cola or the new one.
Um, I think whatever the one that's in Cold War, I don't mind. I like that one.
Okay, original. Probably.
Okay, then
I'm
yeah, it's
assuming
the
it's
original.
original. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just see so many memes about Tombstone. Which,
It's this one.
yeah, okay, so the original. Hey.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Okay.
putting it down.
But
I,
yeah,
I just wanted to see it's if it's the original or not.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
remember
That's the
off the top
original.
of my head.
The newer one is like it's a lot slower, and it's like your lips are or whatever. Like it's really slow. It's weird. It's very sensual, and it kind of makes me uncomfortable. Not gonna lie. I feel like I'm about to get like roofied or something.
With Bill Cosby.
Zippy zap. That's honestly me though. When I just got dental work done before Christmas, it was literally on like the 23rd, and I had to get 6 cavities filled. So it was,
Oh, jeez.
hey, it sounds like a lot, but my record is 7, and I know I say that a lot to people, but I will hold true that my record of cavities filled at one time is 7. But
I
anyways,
hate cavities, bro.
oh yeah, no, it's a pain. And even worse is that when they right now I can't chew on one side because they jacked it up and it's more sensitive than it was before. So I can only chew on my right side right now. So I need to call them. But I went in and so it was like two on the top on one side, two on the bottom, two on the bottom. And so only one per se quarter of my mouth was not numbed. The rest was all numbed. And I got home and like my family, Jenna was back at that time, and oh sorry, hi Ryan. I yes, of course I remember Evan. Sorry, one of my buddies from back home, his little brother, just texted in the chat, and Ryan, I saw a picture of you the other day, and it makes me feel old because I remember when you were a lot younger. But thank you for joining. Anyways, so three quarters of my mouth were absolutely frozen, and I got home and my family was there. Jenna came in from Colorado, and her boyfriend, Will, and they're all there sitting
Oh,
around.
she's in Colorado?
Yeah, she lives in Colorado.
I thought
Um,
she was still up at NAU or ASU.
Jenna,
Yeah.
my sister.
Did Yes, didn't she go to like ASU or NAU or something like that?
No, she went to Arizona Culinary Institute or something. She went to culinary
Oh,
school,
yes,
and
that's
that's
what
why
it's
she went.
culinary one.
Yeah, that's why she ended up in France and everything. Um, and
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you said she went overseas to do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. I
But
remember.
anyways,
But I didn't know she lived in Colorado now.
yeah, she's lived in Colorado for like over a year now. I'm sorry I didn't mention that. But her
Jeez.
and Will are in Colorado. They came down because it was Christmas, and everyone was standing around the kitchen. And so, of course, they interrogated me when I came home, and the whole time I was just like, and it was like, it was something straight out of because I know there was a Bill Cosby scene or whatever you want to call it, skit, because this is why
Yeah.
it made me think of it, where he's talking about going to the dentist or whatever, and how the drill and it smells like smoke, and literally I could like reenact that scene perfectly, like the smell of there's fire in my mouth. Like it was because it was
Oh
so
my
bad, and
god.
the worst part is like 2 hours later I had to go to work, and
Oh, you still had to go to work with.
yeah, I had
Oh
to go to In-N-Out Burger,
no.
work in fast food when my mouth was still. Well, by then I could speak normally, but my face
Feel that
functioned because,
pain.
well, I wasn't in pain. It didn't hurt,
Okay.
but because there was so much numbing, it numbed the side that had the top and the bottom numbed. Even up to like my cheek and my eye was still frozen after my mouth thawed per se. And so I was sitting there and I was like, I can't move like one half of my face, but I could still talk. And I looked in the mirror and one of my buddies was there and I was like, hey, look at this. And I tried to like, what, like snort my nose, ruffle my nose, whatever, like pull it up, like
Yeah.
make a pig face. And only one side moved and the other side just stayed down. It looked like I had a stroke.
They're probably like, I have 911 on speed dial. Are you okay? Like, you feel any chest pains, sharp pain
Yeah.
you shoot down the left arm? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, my motor skills are just gone. Also,
Uh,
uh,
and you're just like cracked out or something.
Ryan, I undecided about hockey because COVID has made a decision that I can't play right now. So, but besides that, I'm not sure where I'm at with hockey. But
Or you should tell them about your mission thing with COVID.
oh yeah, that we were supposed to go to
Oh,
the nationals
state.
for
Yeah.
we won state championship for Double A in Arizona, and I was supposed to go to nationals, and COVID happened, and they just canceled nationals, and that was my U18 year, and I was aged out after that. So that was great, but
That really sucks though.
yeah,
Like I feel sorry for you in that state. Like
it's
that's
yeah, it sucks I never got to go, but oh well, I still got a state championship, and that's the one goal I wanted in a hockey career is a state or provincial championship. So I'm happy with that.
I never got a state championship, but I have a shit ton of medals from other things and awards, so I'm fine with that.
That's fair. And we gotta be part of um, the pinnacle three-peat of state championships for high school hockey. We
Literally, Pinnacle is
gladly
just
lost that. What's up?
Pinnacle is just overpowered. They're just the mad dogs of the hockey. I mean, that's even with all sports. Pinnacle is just like dominates in all sports at the top level.
It really does. It's just insane. They're so good at sports. And what's
Oh yeah,
O'Connor
half
good
the
at?
people are
We're
junior Canadians and Bobcat players. Like that's literally their entire roster is like
yeah.
triple A. So it's like okay,
I mean, hey, OC has like good sports med.
woo.
Yeah, exactly right. Um, Ryan, yes, COVID is bad there, bad here. Arizona, I'm not sure if it still is today, but for the past little while, it's been number one in the world for new cases. So, yeah, we're at least Arizona's finally number one in something. Hey, I was gonna say besides heat and drought, but California still beats us with that
That is true.
because Death Valley is always number one, no matter what. And I didn't know that we are in a drought right now, but apparently we are, and it makes sense because we have had like one actual snowfall since winter started up here in
Yeah, there's
Flagstaff.
been no rain down here though.
Yeah,
Like during monsoon season, I think it rained one time and it was like for 5, 10 minutes and that was it.
it's been
Like there's zero rain.
it's been so bad. I hate it. Like I half the reason I came up here was so I could have snow again in seasons, and it's
Yeah, you could be in mini Canada,
yeah,
but it's
exactly.
yeah, no.
It's bloody cold, but there's no snow on the ground. It was actually it's been stupid cold the past couple days. It I'm gonna talk in Celsius, so for all the Americans, you can translate at your own will. But yesterday, when I went to go get my bagel in the morning, I went like 8 o'clock, and it was negative 12 degrees. Today, when I went, it was negative 16 Celsius. It was so cold, but
Which what? That's about like
that's probably getting down into like
30?
single digits,
Okay.
or I don't know. Here,
I don't know the
I'll
transition
translate this one in
Celsius to Fahrenheit.
I'll translate this one, and then the rest
Because I know the
is
last one, the thing you sent me, I think it was this morning. It was 16 degrees
16.
in
Yeah,
flat.
16 degrees Celsius is 3 degrees Fahrenheit, as reference for
Okay.
those. Um, but yeah, it said the high was yesterday. The high was 4, and the low was negative 12. Today, I think the high was like 8. The low was negative 16 or 17. It's been so cold up here.
Dude, I wanted to go like on an ODR rink and flag so bad,
Yeah, I
but there's
know.
nowhere that does it.
No, there is. There's an
There
ODR.
is?
Well, not like an actual rink, but a couple of my buddies from my team last year, they posted about it, and I've been meaning to text them, and they were out skating on just like a pond somewhere, and so I need to find where
That's what I
that.
want to do.
Yeah, because yeah, I've done little ponds in like I did one ODR or outdoor rink for those that don't know, but besides that, like I see all these like picturesque views of people going to like a giant
Mm-hmm.
lake with mountains in the background and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I where you can see all the way down to the bottom. Like, oh, I want to do that so bad.
I do too, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I'll just be glad to do another like, outdoor rink one anywhere, but to actually play hockey in like one that's like a great ass view, that would be ideal
yeah,
for me.
yeah. I know.
Up in those mountains. Oh, that
Oh,
that see, this is the hockey player vibes. Most people are like, okay, bro, it's just ice. Like, what's the big deal? It's like when you play inside of a rink in a building, that's one thing. But when it's like outdoors and you're in like the middle of nowhere and it's like a great, beautiful, sky, the ice sounds so much different
it's
in
crisp.
ODR than it does in like a rink. There's just an oddly satisfying like sound to it that you can't explain. It's just
Yeah, like
it's like an echo almost. It's a weird
there's
echo.
it's kind of there's a difference. I know that a couple of these terms aren't going to be right, but for those that know what I'm talking about, it'll make sense. But there's a difference of per se like arena versus rink versus barn versus ODR versus straight wilderness pond hockey. And each
Yes, it's
one
a
of those
different.
has a different
Mhm.
feel to them. And like there,
Yes.
especially pond hockey, there's just nothing better than like getting a shovel and just clearing off a little bit of ice of on top of frozen water and just going
Hmm.
for it. And Ryan, I will answer your question. Yes, I miss Canada. I want to go back probably once I'm done schooling. I'm getting the first flight out of here and back up north, and I'm not visiting anytime soon because of COVID, and I am not messing with that, especially because, like you said, Ontario is completely shut down. I've heard a lot of those reports, especially Toronto. I know they like completely shut it down for a while. So while the pandemic is happening, not going to be coming back anytime soon. But once things are cleared up and we get into the new normal of the world, then 100% I'm coming back to Canada because I can't stand being trapped down here.
You better, boy, because you're my only supply of ketchup chips. You're my only supply. That's all I care about.
Same with
Those
your
ketchup
mom.
chips. Yeah, dude, those ketchup chips, they hit different, all right? Those things smack. Those things are bomb.
So many people argue with me saying that ketchup chips aren't good. And just for,
Smack them.
yeah,
Smack
all
them,
those
bro.
people
Smack
all
'em.
those people are now on that list of people that say that chocolate Pop Tarts are the best. They're all dead to me.
I remember because I was one of the people you're like, dude, you gotta try some ketchup chips. I'm like,
You refused.
yes, I did at first. I was like, who the hell puts ketchup flavoring on a fucking chip? That's just stupid. And then now that I do, I'm like, bro, ketchup chips though, them things clap.
You're a
Those all
crack.
dressed are okay, but ketchup chips, bro.
I am a slut for all dressed chips. Those are just amazing. But yeah, I know the
That's me
ketchup
with the
chips, you are like a meth addict and I'm your dealer for that. And especially your mom. Your mom like hunts me down sometimes to ask me about those. I come to
dude,
hang
she
out.
does.
I come to hang
She
out
does.
sometimes not even after visiting Canada and she still asks me if I have any.
Dude, you got some chips? And you're like, no. And she's like, oh, you better pay up, bro.
Yeah, your whole family's just sitting in the back scratching their arms and shaking like
Oh my. You could see like all the stain from the ketchup chips around the lips.
yeah, it's
From
like all right, just to catch up with chat. Uh I okay, that I mean, yeah, even back home I know people that don't like ketchup chips, so that's fine. Blueberry, acai, Brookside. Okay, yeah, that's fair. And do I still have a hot dog addiction? Considering I just had hot dogs for lunch today, I'm going to say yes. I always have hot dogs in the fridge. That has never gone away. Um,
We're not gonna say what the reasons for the hot dogs are, but let your
bro,
mind go wild.
bro, when you're in a dorm, sometimes a nice warm glizzy is just all you need to get by.
Fuck.
You guys can take that however you want to take it. I don't care.
They're gonna take it in places they don't want to take it. That's gonna happen.
Oh,
I can keep spinning off this.
I mean, yeah, no, put it wherever you want to put it, but I'm not gonna judge.
Immediately when we say that, one person left.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I've been
You were at,
watching it.
you were at 7, and then it dropped back down to 6, and I was like, damn, they don't like it, I guess.
I mean,
Or maybe
not
they're going to put it somewhere else right now.
not I
Who
mean,
knows?
hey, yeah, maybe they just need a quick little break, intermission. They can't have me nagging in their ear while they go enjoy a nice warm steaming glizzy.
Who wouldn't want that? Gavin's
Uh,
voice in your ear, that's like the voice of an angel. Right there.
hey, I
You
think
heard
you
it here
should
first,
just
folks.
put that glizzy somewhere. I hope that was.
Really be the ASMR king. Is what's going on here.
Oh my, I hate it. I hate it so bad. I've never understood
Okay, I'm never
ASMR.
doing that again. That is the creepiest thing I've
Yeah,
done by
nope.
far today.
I hope everyone enjoyed their nice one time ever ASMR look because oh, I hate it. I don't understand it. I don't understand ASMR as a general concept. Well, okay, I understand the concept of it. I don't understand the reality to it, and especially I don't understand the reality of ASMR in a sexual way. Obviously,
That's
everyone's brains programmed differently, and I respect that. I personally just I don't comprehend why people like ASMR. I know some people that go to bed to ASMR. I know a lot of things, but for me, no. I don't want to feel like I'm actually getting raped through my eardrum. But
yeah,
except
I
for
don't
you,
understand.
obviously you are fine to do that.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm glad I have that invitation. That's like my get out of jail free card right there.
Yeah, all right, clip
I'm saving
that,
that
keep
up
it in the
for
back
Monopoly.
pocket.
Exactly, exactly. Oh, we got the 7 viewer back. He liked that
Hey.
one. Oh, he left. Never mind. He didn't like that one.
I can imagine it's just
He didn't
you
like it.
like refreshing the page constantly, so it just keeps dropping you from the number. Um,
It's like, oh wait, it's back. Oh, never mind. It's not. Oh, where's that? Oh no, never mind.
and to answer the question, I'm live streaming using OBS. I built a dedicated PC, which I just realized I still need to edit that video. Um, I built a PC for streaming, and so I'm using OBS and Discord, and
Low key
obviously
OBS is like the
YouTube.
best though for streaming and everything else.
OBS is oh, okay. 1 second. All right, so OBS is yes, it's great. Um, yeah,
It's
that's
very simple and easy to use. So
it.
for any of you that are like wanting to do podcasts, wanting to do streams or anything else, OBS is a really easy setup. Like you can watch any YouTube video and it's pretty easy to set up.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know if podcasters better software. I'm sure there is. There's probably like audio only
Oh, yeah, prob-
software that's much greater than this, but for my purposes, oh well. We just get to stare at this nice thumbnail for what it's been like an hour 15. So some people have been here from the start and just get a look at that beautiful face right there. Um,
Wondering what their life's purpose is.
oh yeah, no, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Thought you'd figure that out with the major you're going for college.
Okay, just because I'm in physics doesn't mean that I'm smart. I can still be a
Aerospace physics and something else. Yes, I would clarify that as being smart.
okay. I can be intelligent, but I can still be dumb as hell. If that makes sense.
In a certain terminology, yes. We'll just go with it. We'll go with
Yeah,
it.
you know, just take my word for it, and that's yeah, that's it. I mean, you've been around me in my crackhead moments. I'm can be psychotic when I want to be, but
Yes.
then somehow
Yes.
I still understand the concept of black holes in the theory of the universe because you know
Which makes no sense to me because I remember we were driving home from Anthem one day because we were in that like outdoor rink that was up there,
yeah the
and you're
roller
like,
rink.
yeah, dude, have you ever like just sat there and looked at the stars and the different black holes and the way how this geometric shape of this? I'm like, you lost me at space. Like, what the hell's going on here? I really don't understand. And they're like, you've never just sat there and stared at the quantum physics of the star that's moving at 17.6 neutrons per second. I'm like, homie, yet again, like I said, you lost me at the star. Like, I don't understand what's going on here.
You
Like,
would
yeah, sure, there's a bunch of pretty lights up in the sky. Cool, that's all I get. And you're like, I don't. He goes, I'm gonna take you up to Flag one day so you can look through this like giant scope. I'm like, Telescope, cool. I know that, but the Hubble, I don't know, man.
You would
I'm
think
all
that I
lost.
was like stoned out of my mind. And the worst
I was
part,
thrown out of my mind pretty much. Like trying to understand that, I've never been so lost in my entire life. Like I was sitting there trying to comprehend and act like I knew what you're talking about, but
thanks
I
for
was
joining,
fucking
Ryan.
clueless. I
But
was lost.
yeah, no, but just I vaguely
See you,
remember what
Ryan.
you're talking about, and just like you would, if someone that doesn't know me would absolutely think that I was like stoned out of my mind, maybe drunk, maybe crossed, I don't know. But it's just the fact that I'm a very sober person. I like that's just that's the worst part about it, honestly, is that that's just me normal. like
Yeah,
oh
I've never like I suck at math. Math is my least favorite subject by far, and it's like I just can't do any job like that requires like high math and just like different things like that.
yeah, no, and the wor- I'm starting to, as much as I like math and stuff, I'm also starting to hate it so much more because I don't need drugs to be off the walls. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna say, can we put out your girlfriend that's texting in the chat? That's like that's literally Gavin to a T. You
yeah.
know, I wonder if you gave Gavin drugs, what would he be like?
Yeah,
Would he
imagine being
be
on
normal?
cocaine.
Whoa, what if that's the breaker right there? You're just like crackhead, and the second you do drugs, you're just like mellowed. You're like a normal human being. That
I'm like a normal human
clip
being.
it here, folks. Clip it here first.
Oh man. Um, but I've
Gavin's
started.
gonna go out on the streets of Flagstaff, buying one of everything, and he's gonna come back with a report, and yeah.
Oh no, if with how many classes I've been in, one of my classes this semester has almost 300 people in it. For some reason, I don't know why. But if I with this many people and the amount of constant
And acid cancels out.
that is amazing.
Precisely what I was thinking. Precisely what I was thinking.
Um, but what I was saying with the amount of people that add me constantly because of all these group chats and whatnot, I have so
Mhm.
many plugs if I really wanted to. Like, I literally had someone that added me. I haven't added them back because there's no need, but they're literally called AZ One
Oh,
Stop
sorry. That's
Carts.
the FBI knocking on my door. Hold up 1 second.
Okay, yeah.
What's going on? Oh, okay. Yeah, they're coming up to your dorm room right now.
Oh, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
literally someone's
Good
name.
luck getting back in the U.S., my friend.
Oh, if this is my way to get out, to get deported, all right, I'll take it. But yeah, someone's name, they didn't even hide it. It's literally called like One Stop Carts. And I'm like, all right, you know what? Sure. I'm not adding them,
It's a
but
thought
that's
that counts.
it's
It's a
yeah,
thought that counts.
exactly, right? I appreciate feeling involved. Um but yeah, no, I had a group chat last semester. It was for physics or something, and someone created it on Snapchat. The first message sent was, "Hey, so does anyone need some weed?"
Oh, jeez. Like, bro, I'm trying to get the answers to math homework. I don't need this right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. Like, I'm not even listening to the
You got
professor. Just let me be. I'm here watching
if
like
you have the
YouTube.
answers to 12 and 15, like if you got that, hit me up, homie. But otherwise, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it, I don't comprehend.
But yeah,
All right, I
that's fine.
think I think on that note, we've gone for almost an hour and a half. I think this is a good place to stop it. So I
A
appreciate.
good place to restart up on the next podcast.
Oh
That's for
my.
sure.
Yeah, no. The worst thing is like I still have so many more things I can talk about.
We'll
But
just save them for another
yeah,
time.
we'll save it. We'll save it. So, anyways, I appreciate everyone coming out. Tyler, thank you for being my first guest on this
Of course,
podcast.
anytime,
It honestly
anytime.
went well. This is, I've gone, at one point we got up to what, like 7 viewers, and I think that's more than some of my videos have. So, um, so I appreciate everyone coming out. Stay tuned for more content and more episodes of the podcast. I might make this a Tuesday thing. It is Tuesday, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it is Tuesday.
I'll keep you up informed. Which, hey, good time to plug the Twitter to Zombefied Gaming, because I'll update there. But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you, Tyler, again once more for being my guest. And
Of course.
hope you guys have a great day. And I'll see all you guys later.